Hey, what's up? This is Jake. This is my Glidecam 2000, Glidecam Pro 2000, and I've had some people ask me how I got mine balanced and whatnot, so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of show you what I've got. I've got the T2i and the 18 to 135 millimeter lens and a Rode microphone on the top, which is pretty cool, and just the old school Glidecam. Now, depending on what lens you have on yours and if you have a microphone or not, it's going to dictate whether or not yours is going to balance like mine. But I'm going to just show you kind of what I have on mine, and you can compare it to what you have on yours. For the plates, you've got these little metal things here with I put 3 of the counterweight plates on mine on each side, and just put them where I thought it worked. I mean, I just kind of leave them there in place. I don't really mess with that too much. What I play with more than anything is the sliding back and forth, and this part here sliding side to side. You can see how that bottom plate slides side to side, and then your other plate slides back and forth. So I usually try to play with that the most. The one thing that I did do that really helps out is my quick release plate. I found that if I have a quick release plate on my Glidecam, I won't have to try to rebalance it every time I take the camera off. So if I want to shoot or something, you know, I can just snap it in place. So I stuck the quick release plate on and balanced it from there. I just stuck it as far back as I could so my lens wouldn't hang off the edge. So that's kind of how my lens fits on. That's my 18 to 135 millimeter. So I'm gonna have to work with it a little bit more with like a 50 millimeter prime, but that kind of works for me. Like if I'm gonna shoot like an event or a concert or something, that's usually how I'll just leave it like that. Now, you have some people that say there's like a 1 second or 2 second drop rule on your Glidecam, so it needs to drop a certain amount of time. I just rebalanced mine, and it does have kind of a drop rule to it, so it takes about 2 seconds for it to drop. And to get that right, I just adjusted the height of this and moved the camera forward just a little bit, and that increased my drop time. So it's pretty balanced. I'm holding it with one hand now, and you can see it kind of turns. You know, that's me forearming it. So I mean, everybody's setup's going to be different. Like I said, I have my microphone on it, and you know, really just play around with the plate. Get you a quick release plate. That's going to help you a lot, so you know your camera's going to be in the same spot every time. And then play around with this sliding forward and back, and find your center of gravity with the plate down here on the bottom, so you can slide side to side and get your camera centered. You'll notice that mine's centered a certain it's about center, not exactly center, but it's about good enough. And then play around with the height. You know, the higher it goes, I think the less weight you can have on the bottom, and then you can move these forward too to increase your drop time. And but like I said, it also depends on the lens you have. So I hope that helps a little bit. I know it's not, you know, perfect or anything, but you know, that's kind of where I'm at with mine, and hopefully I can experiment with it a little bit more and play around with it. But right now, that's about where I'm at. So check it out. Leave your comments or whatever, and let me know what you think. See ya.